I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com. What's poppin', y'all? Cenat recently got Playboi Carti of all people to finally speak up on his album. Now, we've been hearing about this album since 2023, then it was called 2024 Music, then towards the end of 2024 it was called I Am Music, and then it's 2025 and we haven't heard anything, and they keep giving academics late updates as well. I think it is what it is. But Cenat, he was live streaming the Grammys, and this is the clip. I'm gonna play you guys the clip right now.
2025. What is music missing? You know what we missing? The Playboi Carti album. He needs to drop. Okay. For real. Carti gotta drop. I know Carti gonna see this. Carti.
So here you have it on live television and on his live stream with, I think, at least 100,000 people. Cenat got access to the Grammys, which is, number one, him getting invited is already a really big deal. And him being able to stream it, this just goes to show streaming is getting very, very mainstream. And I think Cenat is the Mr. Beast of streaming, where he's done all of these grand things that are going to have a lot of people come after him and try to replicate. For instance, Playboi Max, he's not like Cenat, but he's doing grand things and he has big visions as well. And some of the other phase guys like Jason the Ween, they're all trying to do their own thing. And some will say that Aiden paved this road, and I'll make some comments on Aiden later. But Playboi Carti reacts to this, and he says in his story, "Realest video I seen in 2025. BX, y'all got one with Kai. This video might be the one to do it." Now, is Kai going to get a mention like Academics did, or a sample like Academics did on Whole Lotta Red? I mean, Kai's gotta get it, especially after he shot out Whole Lotta Red on live national television. And I don't even know if Cenat really messes with Playboi Carti music like that, but I think this is just such a brilliant marketing move from Cenat too. There's synergy here. Cenat knows his audience. They're kids. I mean, they're kids from hell, maybe age 10 to 22, 23. I don't see too many people above 25 consistently watching Cenat. I think people above 25 may watch the clips, may see a video here and there, and they'll tap in with that. But to sit there and actually watch it, I think it's mostly people under 25. And that is the majority of Playboi Carti's fan base. He's been, even though Carti is 29 or something like that, yeah, he's 29 or potentially 30. I know he was, yeah, we're not going to go over his age. He had fake age, then he got arrested, and then we got the real age, etc. But Carti continues on his alternate Instagram, Opium. He says, "It don't matter who said it. It was said. You can't pay for that. I am music. He ain't have to do that either. Respect." This is perfect synergy because, like I said, Cenat has a young audience. Playboi Carti has a young audience. Playboi Carti's album is the most anticipated thing in music for this younger generation. Like, they are obsessed with this. And Whole Lotta Red was very anticipated. But this one, it's even higher. And he's going to go on tour with The Weeknd. We're not getting it before The Weeknd tour, though. I think it's highly unlikely because and I said this in a separate video, which you should check out. I'll put it on screen at the end, where I talk about Playboi Carti using this time and this anticipation and hype around him to build up opium artists like Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely to have their own fan bases. So his business, where he's going to eat off of the most, is going to be his record label because he's been signed to a deal since forever. A couple of different people eating off of his plate, which, hey, they help put the meat on that plate, pause. So they deserve their cut. So Cenat, he gets a lot of clout from the young guys by talking about This is the most shared clip other than the Ye clip, where he meets him out in the chrome Maybach when Ye comes out and Kai meets him. This is the second most shared clip. So it gets Kai more clout. It gets Playboi Carti more clout. Now, this is the unfortunate thing. If Cenat ends up getting a stream with Playboi Carti for free, behaving normally, and Aiden Ross paid who knows how much he paid for that, it's going to be grimy. It's going to be really grimy. And it just goes to show, I think Aiden takes it on the chin. And he just knew that a lot of these rappers didn't respect him. And I will give amnesty to the majority of rappers, not Carti in this situation because he got paid, but the majority of rappers that linked up with Aiden Ross, they felt he had a weird vibe and he was kind of trying to humiliate them. So they distanced themselves or started charging or whatever the case may be. And I understand that. But Aiden was really, really young at the time. He's since matured and grown and is doing his own thing. But Aiden Ross is on a different side where Cenat is clean cut, trying to do everything by the book, making all of his connections. I mean, the guy's collaborated with Mr. Beast, doing these mafia-thons, these huge grand events. The guy wants to be just like Kevin Hart or The Rock of the new generation. I mean, the guy's in WWE. Speed is also huge, but I don't know if Speed gets these same opportunities as Kai. Speed is more global. Like, you'll see, I think he was at the Ballon d'Or. At international events, you'll see Speed. But I think Kai, while he does do things internationally, he's set to go to Tokyo this month to stream with Ye. I think he's more focused on being America's darling and pushing culture here and isn't too involved with outside stuff. And a lot of what helped ISHO Speed with the outside was football or soccer, which Kai Cenat, I don't think he's going to pretend to be interested in. But Playboi Carti, he's not going to drop. I think he's just using this moment. I do think he appreciates Kai for this. Playboi Carti is a very appreciative person. He's reached out to a ton of people that have consistently supported him, at least via DM, which I think is a big deal. Like, most artists, they'll hit you up when you say something they don't like, but if you show love, they either don't see it or they just don't say anything. And Carti is one of those people, when it came to longtime supporters, that he at least shot a DM, which I know is a big deal for them. And at this point, Carti's dropping is more of a meme than it is in anticipation. It's like, oh, GTA and Carti, or GTA 6 and Carti. You already know if Carti drops, they're going to... If GTA 6 drops, this is the thing. I think Carti needs to drop after GTA 6. Because imagine the memes. We got GTA 6 before Carti's new album. And this is a high. Carti is riding on a high. No matter what people say, like, Carti's a normal guy. He actually is Jordan Carter, Playboi Carti is a very normal guy. He's a chill guy too. So he's living on a high right now. Like, there are people asking, I remember Bob Lamb was telling me, he's like, yo, there are people DMing him asking if he has more Carti fit pics. This is sick. This is really sick. People should be reported to their parents if they're behaving like this. So people are excited for Carti fit pics. You know how far removed that is from music? Ye, who's a fashion icon. People weren't slobbering over his meat like they are for Carti and whatever the hell he's wearing, when it ain't got nothing to do with the music. And I have called Carti out. I think it was grimy that he did those people at Wireless Fest and the people at Rolling Loud Thailand like that, not showing up for his performance, and Yeet having to step in last second. But Carti's going to do what Carti's going to do, and he's definitely going to show up to those weekend shows. That's for sure. I also tweeted out EXO Tour Life was what we got when Lil Uzi Vert went on tour with The Weeknd. What are we going to get when Carti goes on tour with The Weeknd? The Carti and Weeknd song that we already got is massive. And I do also have to give Carti credit in the sense that the guy doesn't make mainstream music. He makes less mainstream appealing music than Uzi did when he was dropping EXO Tour Life era and even before that. Yet, he's still locking in these collaborations with Ye and The Weeknd and even Drake, which Ian Connor kind of helped put that together, the Pain 1993 joint. So it's a testament to someone being true and authentic to the vision that they have for their art, not trying to make it mass appeal, but still getting a large audience. Now, I wouldn't say and the song that he had with Camila Cabello, that performed well too. So I think a lot of people mess with Playboi Carti's artistry and vision and direction. The people around him that help with the art direction are, I'm not going to say they're the real MVPs, but they deserve their credit as well. So Kai Cenat, I wouldn't say he's clout chasing, but he's clout farming off of this. Playboi Carti's clout farming off of Kai Cenat. You know, this is a joint team effort. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. If you were in this moment and you were Kai Cenat, are you asking for a Playboi Carti album? I think the audacity of it, or the disbelief that we had when we saw that clip, is what makes it even more incredible. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to helloyassine.com. Thank you for watching. Peace.